bad part is I can't... Oh, yeah, I can actually. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, and that didn't mess anything up there, I don't think. Yeah, it does show me being live. Awesome. Okay, cool. I'll be able to see chat right there, so I don't even have to use the phone this time. I'm figuring the streaming stuff out slowly but surely. Okay, so what do I need to get raised up so I can go into this level? I definitely do need to repair. Okay, let's see. I got 460. Stream elements just went live. So it means, yeah, I must be out there where everyone can see me now. Okay, so first off, what? Okay, so I need to be able to run Matoya's Relict, which this says I can run. Well, I guess I'm starting there. I thought I was behind. Okay. Join? Yeah. In that case, while I'm waiting on that, let's go back here. Hopefully it won't drop while I'm teleporting between areas. It didn't. Cool beans. Booby doopy doo. There she goes. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see, do I have anything? No. Okay. It's just the price. What is this currently selling at? It's currently selling at Jack Squat. Okay. So, so that's currently selling at Jack Squat. What is the... It's, return to retainer. I don't need any of these right now. What can I get for this? About what I'm getting right now. So I'm just going to go plop that down. Bet this is even worse. Oh, actually, I can get some decent money for that. In comparison. Hey, Spider Ranger, how are you doing today? Ooh, I can get some pretty decent money for that. 37.29. That's probably what I'm going to go with. And more garbage. Cool beans. What can I get for beast skin blood? Nothing. That's about nothing. Is about what I figured. Okay. Everything else. Can I get anything for the dodo tenderloins here? Not much, but it's still profit. High quality ice rocks. Oh, that's nice. I say nice. It's better than nothing. Like that. That's nothing. That, you know what? Retainer cell items. Retainer cell items. What about this one? Is this anything? That's a little bit. Something for 04 Daredevil movie with their music in it, to be honest. Makes sense to me. And that's nothing. That is complete and utter garbage. I got some Chisol greens there. And this. So can I use this for anything? Though nearly identical in shape and color to Gishel greens, Kishel greens have a deeper, earthier flavor than that Chocobo and Man seem to prefer. It's a crafting material, so that might sell for something. A little something. Little being the word. Oop. Drop this in there, and then I gotta get out of these menus so I can hit that. Go. Bye. Yes. 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 Commence. Okay. First time I've been in here, so this is going to be fun.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients.
No, Spider Ranger. I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, actually.
Listen well to what the Porogos say, or you'll wish you had.
This is the MMO. I am trying to get caught up since I am very far behind. I say far behind. I'm at least within this patch. And everyone runs off. Don't worry, it happens. That I completely understand, Spider Ranger. But you can live vicariously through my gameplay. Hopefully I won't suck too much for you. Oh, and they're running. Ooh. I was leveling a white mage for a while, and once I get caught up, I'll go back to leveling a white mage. This is just what the red mage here that I'm playing is one I've got the farthest along right now. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, good. I didn't get anyone killed. It's kind of odd, but I mean, isekais for the most part require knowledge of the game mechanics being the primary thing that they are being OP against. Idiot players, on the other hand, who tend to stay in the fire, which is what healers tend to heal based on these games, does not exactly play into that, I wouldn't think. Supposed to be standing for this mechanic. But I'm free, so must be doing something right. Oh, it's this one. And I'm dead. To be honest, I'm probably a little under-geared. I was surprised it let me in. Ooh. Okay, good. Momentary invulnerability helps me. Ooh, running. I don't know, if it were something similar to I didn't want to get hurt, so I maximized my points in defense. I think that's the name of it. I could see maybe that working. Block the drains. I'm supposed to be standing to get rid of this, but it's a far away thing. And I'm dead again. I never claimed to be really good at this game. I thought he was going to leave me dead till that thing was done. Not this time. But, yeah, he's dead. Can I use any of this loot? Nope and nope. So pass. Pass. Yeah, I haven't seen Goblin Slayer. It is my pleasure to show you to the Clear Note Cauldron, Ribbit. Ah. Yes. That would be in Kingdom Hearts. Oh, and they've run off. Ooh. Oh, yes, please. Need. And need. Ah, I see what you mean. Okay. You know, I still haven't seen the blob. I need to. Oh, I did that wrong. Woohoo! One of my things must be high. Somehow I'm getting off center here. There we go. For just a moment. Since the mistress has ribbits, please take care. So, a Nixie. Okay, so you have this. Water, water, flows to swift water, wash away and set adrift. Telltale warns you of surging water. Okay, but where is it? Apparently right there. Such fun. More water. We need some water. No, my water, but I can't lose. I won't. Tilting water. Following these guys. That's, you know, we're not. Ah! Almost dead. Kill myself. Ah, that's not it. I can tell I have almost forgotten how to play this character. I know what it is, I just can't remember what the actual, how I got the thing set up. And I'm dead. Okay. Something tells me this is not what they were expecting this to look like. To be honest, Spider, I'm not sure I'm great at them. I just kind of have at least an understanding of what I'm doing. Well, Spider, if it weren't for the fact I have to work on with computers all day long anyway, I wouldn't have the knowledge I've got. Plus, especially with the streaming stuff, I'm kind of standing on what I've figured out from watching Retro and Geek Devotions on what they do. So, I'm not even sure I'm doing it that great, so... Bear that in mind. Dang, it's just giving me everything. I'm gonna have all new gear before I get out of here. Spider, I hate to tell you this, but when I was a kid, DVD was new. I was still a I grew up with VHS. I remember when dial-up internet was a new thing. I remember being amazed that you could get something on your computer that you didn't have to load off of a disc. So, I mean... I grew up in a world where a standard plot point in a Saturday morning cartoon, back when Saturday morning cartoons were still a thing, was getting the floppy drive, the floppy disk to the right thing, or the whole world would be destroyed. That's not it. If I survive this, I'm gonna have to figure out what that combination is, because I am fudging that up every time. I think I've got the combo set up wrong on my, yeah, I do, because it's not 2, I'm supposed to be hitting 7-1-4. That's how I've got that set up. I was pressing the wrong button. I am an idiot. I've been playing this game for how long? And I don't remember stuff like this? Of course, I did just kind of switch it all to another machine that I'm used to playing on, and it required me to reset everything up on my hotbars, so who knows? Who knows? I probably don't have this set up correctly. Kinfire called. Oh, Kilnfire. Yeah, if I would read. Kilnfire. Oh, I gotta go in there. Sorcerer's Insistence. Lovely. Alright, baking ourselves a porksy.
Right then, let's get this over with. Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Oh. I'm blind. At least they waited on me. Coming up here, so I'm going to assume I need to also. I see why. Okay. Following Isanyu here. There we go. Let's try this again. 714. Okay, I won't work this time, but I'll know it for next time. Okay, we got that down, hopefully before... Jump back, Burholy. There we go. I'm remembering how to play this game. I need to go this way. I need to go this way. There we go. A Drippy. I don't know what a Drippy is. Please say Drippy is a pet. Definitely want to give her the calm. Drippy is a pet. I'm going to need. I didn't get it. And pass.
There we are, quite tame.
Oh.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
No, don't skip the cutscene. There we go.
That should suffice.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some corpses. Assuming that is, someone can spare the requisite energy. A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say.
Let's wear everybody out.
Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos. And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the Mother Porksy with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya.
Yeah, I agree with you,
Everyone.
Spider Ranger.
We're a step closer to our goal.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Laminsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand. Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
In addition to the Porksies, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
I'll be honest, Spider, I have no idea what Electro Swing or what Rubber Hose is outside of, I'm assuming, a band. So, okay, I want to do something first before I do. Oh, I can't change that here. I'll have to go elsewhere. Oh, yeah, actually, I do know what I want to do here. Okay. First off, which ones I have. 476. Ironically, I'm almost where I was supposed to be before I went in there. But there was... Whew. I got some decent material in there I can sell. Morning, Retro. How are you doing today? Wait, is that... I didn't know I had that. Can I not use it? Weird. Okay, first off, sort. Oh, where's what I'm looking for? That's not it. Hang on. What do I have that's full that would not have gone in? Looks like everything's... Technically, I should be... Should be a max here. Glamour, Recommended. Okay. And then I will just need to do this anyway. Okay. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave and Ishtola. These are they are as peas in a pod, aren't they not? Complete. You may now enter Matoya's relic with a party of NPC avatars to make use of this feature. Trust, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Alphino is eager to deliver the good tidings to Limsa. Well then, my friends, let's return to Limsa Lominsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer at Bulwark Hall should be sufficient enough to secure an audience. Usually is. Yes, I fought a giant flying pig. Okay, so I need to go to Limsa. Okay, before I do anything else, I want to change what my glamour here. I think I'll go with this one. Okay, so Bulwark Hall. Dang, no. I think that one's Bulwark Hall. Yeah, I am going in the right direction. Why, Bree, ever a welcome sight. Tidings for the Admiral, you say? She is presently receiving guests, but for the Scions, I know she's presently receiving guests, but for the Scions, she'll make an exception following. That's a weirdly worded sentence. My friends, what brings you here this day? Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you, Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it. Here in Limsa, and production of more familiars have already begun. You have my thanks, truly. You will do much to advance the cause of peace, yet I fear it will take much more to close the rift twixt man and beastman. Bah, even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples, for though summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. Twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Laminsans have ever been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice danged calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. With survival at stake, each has no choice but to fight, and so I dismiss peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed to all who listened, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again and again and again. And I thought it high time that I followed suit. Hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. Aye, acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of the 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would founder without them. I think it's flounder. I was given to understand that the leader, Captain Hilfer, has been bedridden for some time since with an ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads, a man named Sicard, but recently risen to prominence among the ranks. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned naught of any value. Yeah, leave it to us. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever this Sicard wants, we'll find out. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. Okay, so... Okay, Alphina, what do you want? By way of first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone should know this Sicard. If you could approach the pirates, Bree, the rest of us should seek out merchants and adventurers. Yeah, give me the one that's with the angry disguise there. That makes perfect sense. Okay, where am I gotta go for this? It would appear upstairs is where I've got to go, because it doesn't look like there's... Yeah, it looks like they're all upstairs, which kind of makes sense. Alright. If I can keep from running into walls. Okay. I write it in Ethernet shard, so that should make travel faster once I know where I'm going. One over there. One over there. Aft Castle and Culinarians Guild are the 2 closest ones. Let's go to... It's not Culinarian, it's Art. Thought there was one by the Culinarian Guild, but there may not be. I'll just go to the Aft Castle, and that'll get me fairly close to at least one of them, if not both. So how are you doing this morning, Retro? Aye, he be wanting to know about Sicard. He is a wily bugger is what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Moonskate's place at old Heiferside. There was a time we raced the executioners for our pick of Empire's fleet, but the Garleans are gone, and them days with 'em. Owing to which we've all had to look for other ways to make ends meet with that jumped up bilge rat Sicard landing the juiciest, whatever it may be. Not that we sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats from fishbacks and other beasties. But our first pick of produce for our trouble see. Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters on can't sail on account of getting old and wounded or with child as they cook it up and sell it at a pretty profit. Simple. Oh, I miss the old ways. Don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with the little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all bad. Well, that's definitely the wrong door. Yeah, I didn't watch the Monster Hunter movie. Not because I had anything wrong with it, it's just I didn't get a chance to and hadn't had a chance to see it. I assume it's out on video? I don't know. I've not looked that closely into it, to be honest. I think the Marauders Guild is really where I should yeah, Marauders Guild is what I was thinking of, not Culinarian. But oh well, I'm here now. That's the point. Curious about Sicard, are you? As am I, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the phylacracy permits us to attack only Garlean vessels, yet these have all but vanished from the seas since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I cannot imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So how, then, are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they are not like to share it with their rivals, but mayhap you will have more luck. Okay, so why Final Fantasy XIV over something like World of Warcraft or Genshin Impact or StarCraft? Well, I know you like your StarCraft, but unfortunately StarCraft is not an RPG, it's an RTS. And I kind of like the RPG aspects. Plus, I used to play WoW way back in the day, but I kind of got addicted to this one. I kind of just prefer this more high fantasy aesthetic. And plus, the story in this is pretty good. I have not played enough of Genshin Impact to tell you if it's any good or not, if we're being honest on that one. Okay, so I need to go back to the Aetheryte Plaza is where I need to go to. And plus, I started playing this one with the Bismarck. That's the name of the restaurant the Culinarians are at. Why I couldn't think of that is beyond my knowledge. I started playing this one with a friend, and while I am still in the free company with him, I am so far behind I can't do much playing with him at the moment. I see everyone has returned. Now who would like to go first? Cutscene! So just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sicard turned the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew had been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they're coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harvard Herald. The publication has been investigating the secret of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went up and went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Hoary Boulder, who had been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the Thalaccracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds and the Sahagin lack the means with which to summon them. Do you mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes. Though we may have no hard evidence as yet, we must investigate further. Agreed. So how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I have already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. Okay, so I'm going to go with the money option. Stream keeps starting for me. Then I realized, oh yeah, I'm downloading a 3 gigabyte WAV file. I bet you're downloading a couple of them WAV files there, Francisco. Alphino has the look of a man with a plan. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Limsa Lominsa, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction and will shortly pose as a potential buyer in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. The man is due to be at Ocean's Embrace in Lower Lenosha shortly. I suggest we make our way there at once. Off to Lenosha, Lower Lenosha I go. No. I can't check it right now. I should have checked it while I was still in town. In fact, forget it. I'm going back to town. And then I'll come back over here. I always get turned around in this town. Oh, King Porkchop. Interesting name for a person. Head to the Drowning Ledge. Okay, and in keep. Retire to an inn room. Welcome back. Okay, so none of that stuff must be in there, so I must have to go into the glamour dresser. Okay. Yeah, is that in here? Most it's probably in inventory chest. Not the weapon version. Ah. Wait, that's 460? What am I at right now? Okay, yeah, these really do need to be used more of a... Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Number 2 Type B goggles. Okay, yeah, this looks more like what I was thinking. Let's look at it. Glamour dress for resets. Yeah, I don't get a spirit. I don't want a spirit bond with what's very obviously glamour. So, yes. Yes. And where is it? Yes. And yeah. Okay, so now I did glamour plates. I'm gonna have to kill one. Let's kill this one for now. No. Let's kill this one. I don't really like this one. Okay, so... Yeah. Remove. Okay. Now where did it go? No, here we are. Gloves. Come on, where's the number 2 pants? That sounds bad. So many boots that almost look exactly the same. Interesting. What dyes do I got here? I don't have any red dye. We got gold dye, but that doesn't help me none. Well, for now, my red mage will have to appear to be a black mage till I can get some dye. Then I'll fix that. Okay. Nope, that's not what I meant. Glamour plate. There we are. Boom. Oh, I like that. I really do like that. I may not have to change the color, but... Anyway, sorry. I got sidetracked. And I just realized I don't have this. That's just mount roulette. I want flying mount roulette. Because I can fly here now. Assuming that's still in here. Okay, so when they added flying mounts pretty much everywhere, they took out regular... They took out flying mount roulette. So... there is that at least. Not hit right buttons today. Alright, let's see what mount I get. Interesting. That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait, if he truly is in league with the bloody executioners, he will surely be wary of those allied with the Admiral, the Scions not least of all. Compared to yours and Breeze, mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Garaha is right, and even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look too genteel to be mixing with the society's underbelly. Genteel? But very well, I'll leave it to you, Garara. Got business with me, cat boy? I love that. You're the crystal wholesaler? That I am, but you're no merchant. So what do you want the crystals for? Don't look at us, you idiots. You'll give yourself away. Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? And you need crystals to make staves like that fine specimen you've got there. You idiot. That's right. I am indeed a weaponsmith. And I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares. Well, we don't invite just anybody into our storehouses. Take time to establish trust, you understand? Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. Alright, it's plain that no ordinary crystal adorning your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me. Quit looking at us, you numbskull. I say I agree with you. It seems to be working. Let's follow them. In case you didn't know, yes, I'm a Matrix fan. Never played the MMO, sadly. I hope they revive it with the new movie. The nerd from Robot should get a kick out of this, lol. Love how the Red Mage is inspired by the Musketeers. Actually, I'm an OC. That's a skateboarder chocobo. Interesting. Alright, so where did they go? Good night. How far away did they go? Oh, over here. They went into that tunnel quietly now. It's supposed to be like a flaming chariot spider. Or really more like one of those hoverboards caught on fire is really more what it's like. You won't find any finer, especially not for the price. Indeed, I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about them, if that's your worry. They're from Ogamoro, if you take my meaning. Stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. So how much do you want? Oh, you're not dumb, Spider. I was zoomed out, so you really couldn't see what I was writing anyway. Ogamoro, taken from the kobolds, just as we suspected. That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around. Slowly. I'm Sicard, acting captain of the Bloody Executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are. Scions. And we also know where you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere, see? Comes to being the only true pirate crew left in Limsa. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. The question is, what are you here for? You are bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, so I shall return the favor. We came here to learn why the Bloody Executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa Lamensa make peace with the kobolds, you would lose the source of your newfound wealth. That's right. Just to remind you, though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessel not flying the Imperial flag, but it don't say nothing about beastmen. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet is because we don't want one taking our business. We don't want no one taking our business. Wait, just listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Her, especially. While the Maelstrom was worrying about dirtying their fancy red clobber, you lot stormed Ugamoro and battered Bleeding Titan himself. Raised a mug to you. What? I didn't finish reading that. And now you're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after them. But with the Garleans gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on except the beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Contentious though some may find your views, it is true that you have broken no laws. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face, unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa have only cause to hide in a cave. Have some other cause to hide in a cave. Nah. Well said. Well said indeed. All right, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The Estalcia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. Yeah, I need to get some dye. Actually, I may just change that little headbound piece out for just glasses and be done with it. Alphino is keen to report back to the Admiral. I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa Lominsa are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Grartia's timely provocation had the desired effect, and Sicard has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to Limsa Lominsa and pass on his invitation to the Admiral. Yeah, I'm thinking I might switch those out for glasses and keep that. So I think I do still want to dye the outfit red. Where is the? Here it is. Dies. Where's my dies? Tend to go with the Dalamud red. And I can get plenty. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Okay. Keep forgetting where the end room is here. Okay, glamour dresser. Edit the glamour plates. Where is it? 10, nothing. No. It's here somewhere. Here we are. Okay, so open armoire. I think it's... Okay, so... Oh. Let's just go with the regular. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Oh. What is... Oh, I know why. No. Okay, so do I like... So get up there so I can see. Okay, so I've got that one. And I got that one. They are virtually the same. Just different colors. Get up there. Okay, so. Just out of curiosity. Oh. See, rust red is even darker. Wine red. See, I don't have any white dye, I think. Blood red. So. Oh, I should have gone with ruby red. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't have any of these, but they can be gotten. Yeah, that texture really darkens it a lot, so I'm thinking I might want to go with the ruby red instead of... there's not a... So I do have to leave here in order to go to the marketplace. And go back downstairs. See, I should have checked all that first before I went and bought. My luck, ruby red is expensive. Yeah, it is expensive. Oh, Bessier's gonna get some money off of me today. Let's check on that white while I'm up here. Well, I'm also doing a white mage, so having a lot of snow white dye is probably a good idea. Okay, that guy did a good job. And he's playing dead, I can tell that, but... Alright, Spotter, you have a good afternoon, day, whatever time of day it is for you. And we'll see you later. Thanks for joining me. Okay, sorry. I got distracted by Discord. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't want that. Okay. No, just want to edit glamour plates. Though I didn't change that. That'll look good. Reflect. Die. Reflect. Die. Reflect. Die. You, though, I want that one. Reflect. And then die. Just curiosity. Nah. Why didn't this die? Or would this also be better white? Meh, we'll go red. I like that. Okay, so yeah, I don't have anything in the ears or neck. I don't think I have anything in these, so yeah. Save. Yes. And apply. Alright, now that I'm looking good, let's go talk to the Admiral. Oh look, King Waffles. Now immediately turn around and talk to this guy again. No, nothing. Nothing. Not you. I need to go over here and talk to this guy. Bree, your companions have already reported to the commander. Will you be joining them? Yes. Welcome back, my friends. What news? So they have been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice to say, I accept Scar's invitation, but I would have you join me as my guests. The future of Lomza hangs upon the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the silence present to bear witness. It didn't give me the it didn't tell me I was going into an instance fight, so...
Look who's come crawling!
Traitor!
You can shove your piece!
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sicard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right!
Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take! Piracy has no place in our future.
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place. Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores. Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom. When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty. But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive, like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so. Still, we're all Aminsons here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us? Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
A duel. Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
How is this going to go down? I suspect Sicard's going to try and cheat. Ooh. Oh!
This ain't over! Not till one of us is dead! Finish the job! Or I will!
Is the Captain!
Captain Ilfir!
Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
Captain!
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed. Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Lemsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay? Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything ye want. We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom! So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate! Lad, I made ye me right hand cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
Though I anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Hilfir would intervene. But full glad am I that he did. It would have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson, and we have made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains is to do likewise with our neighbors. For the first time in a long time, Merweb's course is clear. Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can be wrested from the grip of their gods. And so, in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there is something you should know. Some 50 years passed when the Sahagins swarmed at our halls. In even greater numbers, Limsa entered into a covenant with the kobolds. To men shall go to the bounty of the sea, to kobolds shall go to the bounty of the land. An ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenosha, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went, till every elm of Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand. It is the present, fresh and raw, and with the kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even though we cure their temper. Admiral, you speak of obstacles we are like to encounter at the meeting, but as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. And so we must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them, and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies. Bait. They would welcome us into their midst, not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. Aye, and given the wealth of crystals we will bring, I'll wager they will attempt to summon Titan there and then. Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely, he is the fish I would catch, but he will not be alone. Nay, we will have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the kobold side would jeopardize our chance at peace, and there my venture founders. Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's Chain? Though we would still have to weaken the kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. The artifact Mistbeard used to take goods and not life? Aye, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. So, friends, what think you of our strategy? The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of ether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. Time during which Alice will be defenseless. Even though we all look to her protection, I am not convinced we would keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Telsine would do, and had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have had a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. So I'm going to cure that priest or die trying. I believe in you, Alice. And I believe in you too. You and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It is settled then. See to your preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon. Alphino wasn't likely lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way, so leave it to us and focus on your own task. Indeed, and should you want for ether, you need only say the word. Gabu, did you follow us here? There's something important that I want to say to the High Priest. Express, state, say. Please let me come with you, please. I'm sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here where it's safe, alright? My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. As the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you're ready, let us proceed to Ungamoro Mines at once. Oh yeah, we are definitely going to be trying to fight. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Nope, that's not what I meant to hit. Aetheryte will bear us to our quarry. Should he make to summon Titan, as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. At this, all hells will break loose, and we will have an army of kobolds to entertain until Alexei's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them and let Einzar do the rest. It is time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond this squall. Duty calls. Commence battle for the great ship Vilbrand. Level sync is in effect. If you are above the maximum allowed level, it will be synced as follows. To level 80. Yeah, they are definitely going to try and summon Titan here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in the naval.
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwyd Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Aye, just as we thought.
Now, Alizé! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me.
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
As much as they kept saying, don't let anyone die, I do kind of wonder.
We must protect Alligator.
You're in my sight. You're in my sight. You're in my sights.
Just what we need. You're not alone. You're in my sights. Here you are, Alexander.
Go ahead, World. It's too dangerous. I made my decision before I came here. No matter what it costs me, Limsa will have peace. No!
Yes, this will do. Here I go. Go, Angela.
Did it work?
What? What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
Why would I do such a thing?
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Gabu, what are you doing here?
Gabu, what are you doing here?
That's what I just said.
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it, and you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already, so please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Laminsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman. Just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world. If you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole, I fought, I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to. That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die. Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
Twould seem we have found a way forward with the kobolds. Next, we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from thraldom. Theirs is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest, but reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true, so instead I will say thank you for helping us to plot a new course not only for Limsa Lominsa, but all Eorzea. Althanot's face is a picture equal parts jubilation and relief.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
What in the world is that? A tower?
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards. The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea. Nothing more is known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert. Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Roger presents!
Oh my.
It can't be.
The palace! After them!
You're here, good.
Well, well, well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why? Even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that Asahi?
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Oh! You saw straight through it. Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandango, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance. My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days, to which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Asians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire. And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die! You! And you! And you! I want you all to die! And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering!
This guy needs help. Mental help.
I'm different, you see. From the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe. I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment.
Okay, Joker.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, The Telophoroi shall be your performers, and this very star our stage. But I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash. Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
Thank goodness everyone's safe. We've managed to put out the fire, though, and not quickly enough to save the garden. Raubon, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you. No, you won't. You'll rest. From what Merlwib tells me, you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest. Very well, but if you need our help, don't hesitate. And take care, both of you. In other words, we just reached the end of this portion of the patch. Speak with Kryl at the Rising Stones. Ah, you're back too. Good. We've received the reports from the Alliance. Since we are all here, perhaps those who had bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat us to the rest of the first-hand account. If I can talk. No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable, but for the endless variety of our foes. This Fenadil seems even unhinged perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days, and the towers will somehow facilitate this. He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. And the creature certainly did resemble the Elder Primal. That may be, but the fact that it answered to Fandriel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it will be more probable that it is some manner of simulacrum born of Ascian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of yours, Y'shtola? I have been to see the Sultana, knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of the tempered. I judged it best to provide them with something. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I told Uldan to deliver the porks to her grace, along with the detailed instructions as to their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubled tidings. The immortal flames have been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amalja when negotiations abruptly collapsed. How did that happen? The Amalja claim that a number of their kind have been abducted, and that men are responsible. None is known of the perpetrators as yet, but as the immortal flames went about investigating the abductors, they came upon one of Fandriel's towers. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yanxia. It would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, as you have said yourself, we can do little now to save remain vigilant, and since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Gee, I wonder who we're going to get. Estinian! Estinian? Now just a moment. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lance, I would be the first to welcome him, but the truth is, we will struggle even to find him. 3, 2, 1. Heh. You let me and Crow worry about that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he's hiding. I was expecting him to walk in right then. If indeed he is hiding, we have ways of locating him regardless. So if there are no objections, we shall depart at once. Well, rather than sitting around, I think we might go to each of the city states and educate them in the use of the porksies. We doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead. Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. Oh dear, you're not enjoying our adventure. Come now, I didn't say that. While it may not be the most carefree experience, there is nothing in this world I would rather do than write a new future with you. A long future, mind. Whatever the Telefrioi might hope, we'll stop them. Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks.
Scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Glory be, glory be, glory be.
Glory be!
act like you're gonna kill everybody, aren't you? Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. This guy.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life. Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing her that you await her coming, though I confess, I may have singed her a little in the process.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me. Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
Okay. Let's see. Should I start the next one? Or should I wait? Oh, what the heck. Good news, Bree. Thancred and Urianger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping that they might be able to shed some light on things. Actually, I'll finish this start of this quest and then I'm probably going to try to shut it off. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? Ah, a welcoming party. You must have... You needn't have gone to the trouble. For what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for my return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself am little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alice, Garara, and Bree, but I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though it may have been tales of triumph, just as we were taking a step towards finally Addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help noticing that you're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to apprise Raubon and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lee said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and Illard, however, were notable to their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandriel? Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital's been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Transform it into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised from the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet as unnerving as that edifice was, I was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the palace like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Fandriel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Urianger, which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raubon is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. These towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, it shall stay and begin looking into another matter. As I promised Kral, we need not all attend. Very well, I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more we have to speak with Urianger before the meeting. And I think I am going to go ahead and leave it here. Those of you who are still in the chat, thanks for joining me. I guess I will see y'all later. All right.